Well, hello, it's Crystal from the Angels and Beyond. How have you been? How are you doing? Not gonna lie, today has been a fucked up day, just emotionally speaking. Um, and so I feel like it's a collective thing because the way that I fucking felt it today, woo! Oh boy. Um, yeah, some intense energies coming onto this planet. A lot of light has been brought onto the planet. And in that, right, as we're bringing more and more light onto this, excuse me, as we bring more and more light in, as we channel more and more of that energy, what's happening is like you can't have light without dark. So the darkness is coming out and it's been fucking amplified. It's been very intense. We've been going through, like, we're going through a rapid transition evolutionarily on our planet. We're in and this is also like numerologically, we're in an 8 year, which means it's a karmic, it's time for karmic balance. This year is about karmic balance, infinite possibilities. But again, in order for us to like access those different possibilities, we have to be seeing the things that have been kind of keeping us from attaining those things. So like, okay, I was guided to watch, there's a new movie called Orion in the Dark. And excuse me, it's on Netflix. But it was a really good movie, actually. It's funny because I have one of my cats is named Orion. So it was a special name. But it was interesting because it was like, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but like it was kind of like, we hate the dark, the light is the best, light makes us feel warm and fuzzy and blah 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 blah. And the dark had your dreams. It had, like, there's different energies or entities that worked with the dark. And there was like, the intrusive thoughts, and then I have to watch it again, but basically the gist of it is like, you go around and saying like the dark is terrible, but without the dark it would just be like you need to be able to have the dark to be able to also appreciate the light. When you're just in the light, like, it's so funny. So they hated dark. It was kind of like, it started off because the kid, Orion, is afraid of the dark. And so the entity darkness came in and was trying to convince him or trying to show him that the dark wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. And there's like so many different things that are like popping up in my head about the movie. But eventually, like, it kind of got like, oh, I don't like you. I don't like this aspect of the dark. I don't like that aspect of the dark. I'd rather have the light because it's more welcoming and more nurturing and inviting and loving. So I'd rather have the light. And so dark disappeared. And when dark disappeared, then there's like so many things that couldn't happen because there wasn't that equilibrium, there wasn't that balance. And like, just, life wasn't the same without it. Okay. So I feel like I'm saying all of this shit to say, we have to go through these dark periods of our life. Does not mean that has to be it doesn't mean that it's evil or anything like that. It's just, sorry, one sec. So anyways, dark, it's not evil. It's just a different aspect, a different point of view. And they needed to be able to work together. Like, it was like light and dark were also enemies. Like, oh, we don't get along, us light and dark, which is interesting for a lot of things in the world. But yeah, so when they finally got rid of the dark, it was kind of like a little bit of a rude awakening. And then it also, in part of the movie, there was a part where the little boy Orion was saying like, oh, the dark, like in the light you can see color, you can see different shades, you can see all this beauty around you, and in the dark it's just dark. But then there was a fire, and then the color of the flame was amplified. And then they were showing how, like, in the dark, you can have fireworks, and it also amplifies the color, and it also amplifies that energy, and that there are good things that happen in the dark. And then I'm also getting even like growing a seed. You plant it in the dirt and it grows in the dark. It does its thing in the dark before it emerges. So, and also that has to do with like even giving birth. You know, the baby is in the womb, which is in the dark. And that is where they're able to grow and be nurtured. And yeah, you're being nurtured and held, even if you're in the dark, especially when you're in the dark. So, okay. Let me see. What else do we need to know at this point? Because, man alive, it was just very intense, feeling very out of sorts, not myself, feeling very down, feeling very depressed today. And I had to allow myself to be able to feel the magnitude of the darkness. And eventually I kind of snapped out of it, but like it was real. I don't like feeling that way, and especially when it's so freaking intense, where you know you get those thoughts in your head that you don't want to fucking have in your head, and you're like, where is this coming from? But then you can't escape from it because, again, like you're here. And I know, especially, you know, for us light workers, shadow workers, we're going through it. We're going through the depths of it. But sometimes, again, we have to go through and experience some of these things before other people. We kind of go through them before the collective goes through those experiences, especially if you're, excuse me, a leader, somebody meant to shine after going through the fucking dark and to be an inspiration to other people. So, okay. So I pulled a card, and it's Omo family. And on there, I also am noticing the broken mirror. So like, here's this couple looking into this broken mirror, a distorted, broken mirror with, does it even have a piece missing? No, I don't know. Let me look at I don't know, I'm guided to look at the thing today. Family. 121. It's also like a mirrored number, right? 121. Excuse me. Omo. All right. In this card, we see the next 7 generations reflected in a mirror that stands before a couple who hold the child in their arms. The child's spirit refracts into a multitude of future beginnings who have the wisdom of their ancestors. We who sit with this card today. The couple has a look of grace and confidence, knowing that they can change the perception of the world with the proper vehicles of delivery. The mirror is wrapped in cannabis leaves and flowers to showcase how this guide works through lifetimes. Crystals line the bottom of the mirror. Sorry, throat chakra. Crystals line the bottom of the mirror, and we see the fruition of the future self card. The sun and the moon are carved into the frame to showcase how the future will be full of light, yet will still have some dark days only illuminated by the moon. Omo appears when the subject of family comes up and reminds you that we are all born with a family. They may not be exactly who we wanted, but they are who we need to evolve from this human experience. Oh, sorry, I didn't even have that proper. All right. Wow. So you may be that generational curse breaker, that cycle breaker. I even there's something, it was like a meme or whatever. It was talking about being upset, or, the struggle of breaking cycles to reparent, and also having to reparent yourself at the same time. So maybe that's also something to do with it too. You may be a parent. You may be also in this place where you are here to break the chains, break the cycle, which is also one of the themes that have been coming up, that has been in my life, coming up in my life, is breaking those generational, healing from generational trauma, healing from wounds that have been going on and carried on from generation to generation to generation. And especially, for myself, it's like I can see the things that need to change, or the things that are like not in alignment anymore, or not meant to be, or are not something that I would consider normal or healthy or functional to create, or to be cohesive as a family. But so there's certain things in my life that I have been challenged with in regards to my own family and because I'm a mother, right? So I have seen these things in my life. I have gone through these experiences in my life. I have had these traumatic experiences, which I don't want to pass down to my kids. Now, sometimes, as much as we love to prevent our kids from experiencing certain things, they may still have had to go through some certain traumas or certain experiences in their life. However, you're that person that is going to, again, help your kids. You're going to be here to actually lead forward, and you can help your kids. There's certain things and certain tools that you do have that are necessary, and they came to you because you have the tools, and they also have tools that are necessary for you. So as much as, we're all here to work together, okay? We've got Oya, protection. So you are protected. Your family is protected. You are definitely guided and protected by your ancestors and your spirit team. And, I just flipped to the right page. Well, there we go. Oya is the Yoruba goddess of the weather, especially of powerful storms, tornadoes, lightning, fires, and rain. Oya means wind warrior goddess. She is represented by the water buffalo and would carry the spirits of the dead to the underworld. Clairvoyance, intuition, and psychic abilities are the lessons of this card, and Oya urges you to listen to the winds of change, whether you are ready or not. Legend states that Oya can call upon death and hold it off whenever she pleases. Known as the Great Mother of Witches, she comes to you when you feel the need to be protected. This might be when you are trying to protect or establish your business, which might be riding through some choppy waves at the moment. Remember, this storm will pass, and Oya will be there to gather the pieces and help you start anew if needed. Whoa. All right. Thank you. Any other messages or guidance? Because I've been talking a lot today. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Oh, you see, I was like, the screen is really, really dark. And then all of a sudden it brightened up. So it might feel very, very dark. Or it might have felt very, very dark. But things will brighten up. Things are going to shift. Things are going to change, as well as you are protected. If you are that person in your family to be that change maker, to help facilitate change within your family line, then man, you are doing some damn fine work, okay? And then we've got walking meditation, just go. So maybe you're guided to do some meditations. Doesn't have to be like sitting there for, 30 minutes, an hour. You can do walking meditation. Even yesterday it was snow, or the day before, whatever. It was really snowing, and I decided to, no, it was actually last night. Took my dog for a walk in the evening time, and I didn't want to go, honest, because it was dark and like, I don't want to walk by myself in the dark, but it was really good. It was actually really peaceful because it was actually snowing at the time. So it was snowing and there wasn't really very many people around, and just to have that peace where I just had that time with my puppy and I didn't have any distractions. I didn't have any music or anything going on. It was just me and it was just quiet. It was silent. It's weird. It's happened actually a few times in the last few days or the last week, where it's just like you have a moment where it's just like it just feels still. Especially when it snows. I find it's like the stillness, the quiet, the cleansing energy that the snow brings as it blankets your home with white, right? And white is a very purified, cleansed energy. And so embracing those moments, even when you're not in the mood, allow yourself, if you need to take that time out to go and just go and be by yourself if you need to. Even today, I was having a hard time, and I found myself just needing to just sit with myself, sit and be still. I cried, but I also just had this time where I just had to be still and I had to just sit with it. I can't escape it. I can't, Spirit kind of has brought me to this place where I'm kind of like, my hands have been kind of like tied in a lot of situations and a lot of areas in my life. And it's kind of like Spirit's really forcing us to focus, to see where we really do need to put that attention back in, where there really is going to be that big shift, because it's needed at this time. And yeah, like we cannot escape ourselves. Like we're needing, and especially in this time, we're really needing to have this firm foundation and a firm connection with our higher self, with like knowing ourselves, connecting back to our heart, connecting with source, with spirit, with God. Because at this point, like sometimes, like the outside world can be fucking chaos. And sometimes, yeah, we're going to be thrown into the fucking chaos, and you'll feel lost and helpless and like you don't know what the fuck to do. But you have what it takes. And Spirit is guiding you, and you've been protected, and you are protected, and you will always be protected, because we didn't come here alone. So, and the last card we've got is healing. So you've been doing that healing work. And the healing is the Temperance card. So really finding that balance between being grounded and steeping in those emotions, okay? Sometimes you need because, you know, it might be where you feel really, really, really sucked into into the feels. And it takes that time, that meditation, right? The meditation to be able to get grounded, to connect back to Mother Earth, to connect back to the Divine Mother, to Source, however you see it. Oh, shoot. All right. I'm going to pull, this is the last card here, and it fell on the floor. Snap. The last card. Oh, shit. I was going to put this back, but we've got Gwangwani. Oh my God. Gwangwani Jamai. Sexuality. And I also note there's some dolphins on there. Don't dolphins do it for pleasure? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, no. Maybe. Man, okay, sorry. 119. Very far back. Gwangwani Jamai. All right, last message here. A black goddess emerges as she is fully in love with her sexuality, confident in her sacred power. She does not let anyone siphon energy from her. She activates the erogenous zones of those who allow their true divinity to shine through when working with creator energy. The dolphin medicine reminds you to breathe through your energetic downloads. This card is amplified. Sorry. The energy created by the embodiment of your sacred sexuality is a driving force and powerful manifester. Gwangwani Jamai is here to tell you that you have forgotten your worth and you need to embrace your full power. The creator energy is a powerful driver for manifestation, taking you into the multidimensional realm to the erotic energy expansion. Oh my God, sorry. All right. The creator energy is a powerful driver for manifestation, taking you into the multidimensional realm that the erotic energy expansion will take place in. It has already happened within your highest self. You must only remember to harness the energy and set an intention. Well. All right. I'm going to leave it there. As I'm getting all the chills. Yeesh. You've got you're a powerful divine being. So allow yourself to go through what you're being asked to go through. There's no hiding. There's no running away from our shit anymore. It needs to be seen. You need to feel it to heal it. We're going through, we've been doing the job. You've been doing the job at healing yourself. And there's just like, again, there's just so much light coming in. So it's like all that debris or the other stuff that's kind of just being kicked up so that we can illuminate it and take back our motherfucking power. Okay? Take back your mother effing power. All right. Well, I'm going to end it here. And I hope you are having an amazing evening. Oh my God. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or whatever F time you're watching this. Until next time, many blessings. Love you very much. Mwah!